Welcome back. This is segment number 24 of Making Sense for 7 Minutes, a summer-long series, Monday through Friday, where we are surveying in bite-sized pieces our historical narrative as given to us in the Bible. And, as always, asking that immeasurably relevant question, so what? Throughout the Bible, it's clear that God is more concerned with our character than our actions. He's more concerned with our hearts than our hands, because our character determines our actions. Plus, I could be doing something that looks really good and is really good on the surface, but for all the wrong reasons. So that still leaves me as being a selfish, self-centered person. Now, nowhere is this connection between the heart and the hands better dealt with than when Jesus teaches about a couple of the 10 Commandments. He basically says, one, if you hate somebody, then you're guilty as murder, because you have the heart of a murderer. It's all part of a continuum, and you can't parse it out when it comes to incurring a real objective guilt. Now, immediately after this declaration, Jesus makes another declaration where he says that you know you're not to commit adultery. But I tell you, if you've lusted after someone in your heart, you've already committed adultery. Now, this is one of the most misunderstood teachings, I think, in all of the Bible. And it's got a ton of people running around with a sense of false guilt. Here's why. They feel like they've done something wrong. They think they've done something wrong, but they haven't done anything wrong. They think they've lusted when they haven't. Let me tell you what lust is not. Lust is not attraction or admiration. I'm attracted to someone physically and admire how they look, fine. Lust is not desire. I'm attracted to someone sexually and know that I would enjoy being with them intimately, no problem. So far, folks, what's been experienced is the way God wired me. Now, here is the definition of lust. Desire plus intent. Let me offer a parallel. I go into a bank, see a drawer full of money, and I think, that really looks good. No problem. And I realize I would really enjoy that money if it were mine. No problem. But if I begin checking out the security cameras in the entrance and what time the bank closes, when I begin strategizing about how I might possess that which is not mine to possess, then I've crossed over the line. And I am guilty of inappropriate lust, because there is such a thing as appropriate lust. Now, the reason that I can say this is, and the way that we can know this is, that when you look in the 22nd chapter of Luke, and Jesus is gathering his disciples together for the Last Supper, he says that he has strongly desired to spend this time with them. And the word that he uses when he says strongly desired in Luke 22 is the same word that he uses when he says lust after in Matthew 5. He has strongly desired with every intention to make this happen. Jesus was appropriately lusting. The word lust is morally neutral. Desire plus intent. All right, you say? Fine. What if Mr. A wishes he were married to Mr. B's wife? Isn't that lust? Not in and of itself. He's coveting, but that's the 10th commandment. Okay, then, you say, does this mean that I can go into a strip club, and since I don't have any intention of trying to seduce one of the strippers, I'm okay? No. Anytime you take someone who has been created fearfully and wonderfully by God in his image and reduce them to a collection of body parts to be used for your own gratification, whatever the gratification it might be, sexual or otherwise, then you've gone too far because you have reduced them and violated their value in approaching them as being less than who God has created them to be. Well, I'm out of time and I need a cold shower. Thanks, y'all.